8 years ago, I first set foot in the desert sands of Chimbote, Peru. I was shocked at what I saw. All around me, wherever I tracked with my tripod and camera, I saw pain and suffering. Hundreds of thousands of people living in shacks made of straw, many just 4 walls and no roof. Homes with no electricity. 2/3 of the population unemployed or underemployed. Looking around this sprawling city, I wanted to get back in the plane and head back to the safety and comfort of western Pennsylvania. But that all changed when I arrived at the Pittsburgh campus in the heart of Chimbote. I saw hope and love and healing all at the Center for Social Work and the Maternidad de Maria. I saw faith in action. Following Bishop David Zubik with my camera as he was leading Pittsburgh seminarians on this mission trip made me so proud of the 5 decades of outreach to the poor. So proud that I would be bringing back the images of the incredible work being done and supported by our diocese. 4,000 miles from home made this journey one of the most meaningful experiences in my life. I was so honored and humbled to bring back the images of our dear brothers and sisters of Peru, their stories about how they know Jesus is alive in their lives, all because of the love they receive from the people of Pittsburgh. That was 2009. This is my return trip from the summer of 2017. And this is why I'm so extremely proud to witness and record the response 24 months after Bishop Zubik made the courageous decision to sustain and expand this bridge of love and hope. The support from so many parishes, school children, religious education students, our founding Chimbote families and their friends, and new mission partners, all making the courageous and generous decision to serve.
Hello, Pittsburgh!
Sister and brothers on both sides of this bridge, showing us that we are called to be holy. We were meant to be courageous.
We were made to be courageous. We were made to lead the way. We could be the generation that finally breaks the chains. We were made to be courageous. We were made to be courageous.
Looking at all the life-affirming work, perhaps none is greater than what we witnessed at the Maternidad de Maria.
The Maternidad, first of all, was an eye-opening experience. I did not know all the services they offered. I really thought it was just a maternity hospital. And walking through the whole facility, the wide range of services they provided was really amazing and eye-opening. They provide a lot of preventative medicine as well, which I was amazed at. And they also have the foresight to provide psychiatric care, mental health services, which is something that's so sorely needed.
The maternity hospital was the prayer of Monsignor Jules Roos more than 50 years ago, when he arrived to see so many women, mothers, and their children sick and dying.
And I can remember that Father Jules Roos brought us over almost to this spot where we're sitting right now, and he pointed to an empty space there and said that's where we're going to put the maternity hospital.
His prayer answered by the people of Pittsburgh and sustained all these years later.
The people of Chimbote will always need support because we always have poverty here. We always have extreme poverty, and it continues to grow. Some grow out of it, but we always have those are coming in that are in extreme poverty, and they're in physical conditions that need a lot of medical service that we cannot give them unless we have help from the outside.
One day during our trip, 13 babies were born, as the dedicated staff welcomed the 97,000th baby this summer. When Padre Julio's niece and mission partner, Gretchen Roos, announced the Mission Milestone Investment Project in 2015, it was a bold statement, building on the first 50 years, asking for prayerful commitments, and receiving the courageous response to upgrade all of the facilities on campus.
People of Pittsburgh, it gives me great pride to know that, that this really started because of, some priests from Pittsburgh who recognized the need and stayed. and contributed, again, Father Roos contributed his life to it, and the other 4 priests who were here with him in the beginning. There was teamwork there that got the project going. They started with, there was nothing here, and they built a 3-room clinic.
It is projected that sometime in the fall of 2018, we could welcome the 100,000th child at the hospital, named after Mary and her desert journey to give birth to Jesus.
As you see the faces of these people that go around, and the hope that the sisters give them, and the services that they provide, we need to continue to support this mission in any way we can, monetarily, coming over on the missions. It's just critically important that we should do this.
While the financial response has been nothing short of miraculous, there is so much more work to be done to continue to serve families with open arms.
The people here, like the maternity, the Chimbote mission trip, we're basically, honestly, their only hope. Without our home visits, without maybe giving them some money, it wouldn't be able to run, especially in the maternity.
Our mission team members not only serve the poor in direct ways, but our Pittsburgh pilgrims are the face of Jesus to the men, women, and children they encounter in Chimbote.
We are working as Jesus instructed us to do, and we are, the work that they're doing here is among the poorest of the poor. And although we can't, help every single one, we can certainly help many.
Year after year, they give freely and amplify the message when they return home to tell the stories of how they have seen Jesus, described by Saint Mother Teresa as Jesus in his most distressing disguise.
When we walked into the first place, I didn't realize the multi-layered issues that people in the barrios are dealing with. That they're not only dealing with poverty, but every place that we went, there was one or more medical problems that were also happening. And so, when you walk away from that situation, somebody who may not have a sense of faith might think, where do I start? Where do I begin to address all of the needs that I see, in that particular locations?
I witnessed that in the barrios, where nurses made home visits to care for the infirmed. I saw it in the orphanage, where abandoned children are all wrapped in loving care. I watched hundreds of people receive compassionate care at the Posta Medica, everything from urgent care treatments, immunizations, and well baby visits to vision care and psychological services.
When you go into the houses, it's dirt, sand floors, okay? There's chickens or cooties all over the place, so you try to, besides home visiting with the medicine, when we visit their homes, to make sure they're taking the care of the medicine and that the medicine is kept in a clean place, make sure the houses, try to get the people to clean the house.
I hope that anyone feels like they haven't given enough or doesn't have enough to give can at least consider the Chimbote Foundation, help out in areas that desperately need it, because even if you feel like you don't have enough to give, the little bit you can give can make a huge difference.
Please open your hearts. These people are in so much need that any way you can help, please donate so that the Maternidad can continue its work.
As the steel rises from the sand, the new buildings, new equipment will mean more people will receive better care, all through your generous response to be courageous.
Yo creo que el dinero que ellos aportan.
I think the money that Pittsburgh gives to the Maternity Maria that has been invested really well here, has been invested excellent.
Pray to God. You pray to the Lord and do what your heart tells you to do. And I know there's poverty everywhere. I understand that. But without our help from Pittsburgh, they'd have nothing.
The Mission Milestone Investment Project made a reality as you continue to prayerfully say yes to contribute to serve the poorest of the poor, proving that we were meant to be courageous.
We were made to be courageous. We were made to lead the way. We could be the generation that finally breaks the chains. We were made to be courageous. We were made to be courageous.
Without help from you, we cannot survive. They cannot survive.
Without that extra help, we would have to constantly probably turn away some of the poor.
The physical therapy they provide, they're helping people walk. Kids with cerebral palsy who would not be able to make it in the barrios are now able to at least function. It's just with so little that they're able to do so much with so little. It's just really amazing. I'll never waste in my emergency room again. I'll never waste gloves, gauze, or anything.